come back the next day. Alarm go off, gotta rise from the bed. Dreams don't move if they stay in your head. Feet hit the floor, mind on the mission. Small steps stack when you trust repetition. Some days green, some days red. Still gotta learn what the last move said. Can't skip rules just to chase that feeling. Strong foundation, put cracks in the ceiling. Show your work, let the progress talk. Step by step, let the whole thing walk. If you fall, get facts from the fall. Take that lesson and answer the call. No shame in being wrong. If you grow, no gain in moving fast with no control. Plan in your hand, eyes on the way. Patience gets paid when discipline. Get up, put the work in. Show that progress, let them see it working. Wrong or right, still learn from the play. Follow the rules, then we move our way. Get up, put the work in. Late nights, early morning, still searching. Win or lose, don't throw it away. Study the move, then come back the next day. Pressure get loud, but the plan stay quiet. Everybody talks, only few really try. You want results, gotta build that range. Can't feel lost if you came here to change. Write it down, mark the reason. Strike the work through every season. If it don't hit, then review that choice. Clean up the noise, then sharpen your voice. Stack good habits like blocks in a wall. 1 week rule can't shake it all. So stay on script when emotions arise. Truth shows up when you analyze. No magic trick, no lucky lane. Just sweat, put focus, lesson pain. Then one day they see what you made. Not from guessing, from the work you laid.
Lock in when it's boring. Lock in when it's slow.
Lock in.
Lock in when nobody sees.
That's how progress shows.
Learn from the next.
Build from the sky. Follow the rules. Raise the bar. Get up, put the work in. Show that progress, let them see you working. Wrong or right, still learn from the play. Follow the rules, then we move our way. Get up, put the work in. Late nights, early morning, still searching. Win or lose, don't throw it away. Study the move, then come back the next day. Get up, lock in. Show work. Learn more. Follow rules. Stay ready. Put the work in.
Good morning. How are y'all doing out there today? I'm glad I could get back to see y'all again on a good Monday here. We got a couple minutes. We're gonna get into the market. We're gonna look at the charts. We're gonna see what we can see across a couple of different assets. Since it's Monday, we're gonna try to take a top down, try to see what we're gonna look at, where we're going, where we're coming from, and everything there. So I guess without further ado, let's jump right on into it here. All right, so we'll move Strike over to the side there a little bit while we go through the top down here. So if we look at the ES opened up. It gapped about 0.5%, and we're still on the way up. So you have some area here that we could be looking for on the ES. I don't trade the ES, but at least you could say, hey, we looking for a little further up. And then honestly, it could, we could be up, but topping structure is what I would say most of the traditional stock market is looking. If you would ask me, this is bearish. This does not look like it wants to continue up, but the freaking stock market kind of does whatever the hell it wants to do, which is basically up only forever. So hey, it is what it is there. But I would like to show the pre-market. So the pre-market, we're up on Tesla. Let's see, what is this, like a 0.1%. No, that says 1%. Tesla up 1%. Pre-market. Netflix is up, but not that much. Apple is up, and then Ford is up pre-market like 0.3%. No, that says 2%. That's not 2%. From 1435 to 1465? Is that 2%? That's what that says. That's 2%. That would be crazy for them. Yeah, they're up it says up 1.55. Pre-market, I guess. Apple. It says Apple's up 3.5%. It looks like we're going to have a bullish day on the traditional markets here. What it kind of looks like on the price. VIX is at 17. We're not up here where we were. So, okay. Now let's look at Bitcoin. So if you look at Bitcoin here, the daddy of all the crypto, you know, so we still have the golden pocket that's down here, but we sure are making our way out of this zone here. So let me turn this. Oh wait, I bet you it's loud from here. Yeah, that's a little better. Maybe I'll stop yelling at y'all. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit. And this was a golden pocket. It has already been hit, moved, lost, reclaimed, all the rest of that. These were order blocks that were in here. Lines that we were looking for there. See, that order block was come back and tapped again there. Alrighty, so got some old things out of the way. Alright, right? Old things out of the way. Flip zone is all the way up here at 67,286. So we are looking for a inevitable reclaim, retest, confirm, and then we can go. So, you know, what are we looking for eventually? We're looking for this to eventually come up, break the flip zone, retest it, confirm it as now support for the go. So that is like the big area here, trying to get out of this entire lower low zone, basically, when you zoom all the way out on the 4-hour chart. Because, you know, all we've been doing since basically October of last year is down. You know, that was here. This was the liquidity. That was everybody getting out. That was the big dogs. And then it's just been falling, basically. So bear flag. What are we doing? You know, are we going to finally get out of the zone? Because we're looking for this golden pocket. Everybody should know the figure, about 71,000 is where we're looking for the first retracement. After we flip, then that's the next place that we're looking for, but we have to confirm that this isn't going to be just, okay, you flipped, okay, cool, and then now down to the golden pocket, or further, or like further. Just depends on how far we want to go once it breaks. Are we going to come back, find the golden pocket, confirm this is the bottom, and find a way out? That's another potentiality as well. But understanding that we do have our buy zone that is down here between 49 and 52, and then a dump trunk region, in my opinion, that's down at 43 to 42. Just in case you ever got down there, you should definitely have funds on the side to be able to purchase quantities down here in these zones if we do ever get to those zones. Obviously you would want to have some for this one, but this should be, you should be able to trade this one if you want. This is spot buy area for sure, for your hodl bags, not for your trading bags. Just my opinion. I have Bitcoin miners for that, so I just pay electricity every month, and I get Bitcoin deposited into my account every month, and I don't have to really worry about the price per se. The reason why I have this area down here as dump truck is because that's where my miner becomes unprofitable, or has to be put like in trickle mode or something like that kind of deal. So we can still work, I think, all the way down to like 36,000, but trickle mode has to be like here. So like, yes, it's still running, but we're going to use as little power as possible kind of deal. So I feel that is, if I have miners that are there, there's other people that have miners that are at that area, so they might try to attack the market makers may try to attack that zone to attack the miners to have like a capitulation zone or something, an issue, or maybe the capitulation gets us to this area, or we never see it again. Who the hell knows? You know, I definitely didn't think we were going to see like 15.5 last bear market. For sure. So who the hell knows? We just here to look at the chart, look at some squiggly lines, and click buttons. So I say all of that to say nothing, right? That's Alex's. We don't need that one on the 4-hour chart. Oh, of course. Good Monday morning. Let me see here. Scoot it over. All right, so what does the RSI look like? Where are we at? You know, we haven't seen this Pro Plus, I think, is the one with the cloud on it, right? It's thinking. No, this is not the one with the cloud, but this is bullish for sure. We're staying above both the dynamic, both reactors here. So this is good. This is more of a slower moving. It's turned green. And then the faster moving, we're still on top of it, and it's green as well. This entire move, basically. This is from Chart Prime, by the way. So if you want to get these premium indicators that they provide here, there is a link in my description down there if you would like to use that to gain access to all of these extra abilities to look at the chart here, along with this one with their like 7 different indicators that are in our RSI that's down here. Here is the cloud. Our market prophecy is a pump with a consolidation score of an 8, prime score of an 8. That's good. We are kind of consolidating. That is correct. We are on the way up. But if you notice, we're using this one as support, basically. Haven't seen the green cloud since back here in June 30th. Almost a month ago. Okay, okay. I'm liking that. We're just movement up. You know, that's how we're kind of trolling along there. All right, let's turn it off. That's a lot to look at. I used to look at my chart with a bunch of crap on it, and then I realized that it makes it really hard to actually see. So you just turn them on and off. So, you know, this is pretty interesting how you can just turn it off. Oil alerts going off on Bitcoin movement. So we're kind of in in Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, we're kind of in this waiting area because we have broken the value area high again, and we came back down to the POC. This would be a bullish time frame to have broken this, came back down, retested this as support, and then come back out, retest as well, maybe not that high, retest as support, then come up. That's our continued, chop up kind of deal. Only problem with that is there's liquidity down here that hasn't been taken. So you always want to be mindful of the fact that there is that liquidity down there that has not been taken, especially the 4-hour golden pocket hasn't been hit, but we have made another higher high. Let's go and see if we need to move that. I bet you we do. Yep. No, it's where it needs to be. I just got to put it. So we have not made a higher high. So that was all, yeah, from Tuesday when we reset it. So came down, I guess, all week to an equal low. And then I've come up over the weekend, essentially with the news that we stopped slapping each other with rockets, I guess. No. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit. We are out a little far to be trying to look for trades and everything. So here's the 1 hour. We're just chugging along with all of this liquidity that's here, not been taken either. We're underneath the VWAP right now. We did have a bullish divergence here that may have already played completely. Money flow is out. Let's check the MVP oscillator. We were clipping there. Not seeing a trade on Biddy. This is, I don't like this, but kind of looks like it wants to roll over, doesn't it? It's underneath the VWAP that's there. The Zcash over here kind of looks like it's kind of rolling over too, like it did, but not seeing anything in the Bitcoin. So let's move on. Not that button. Let's move on. Let's look at ADA. Okay, so let's look back at ADA at the 2-hour chart. Give us a little more. So this is what we were kind of looking for on Friday's stream, was to come up into this zone, come back down. We were looking for the POC tap, and we still have not flipped our flip zone that we had over there. That looks like a SFP, if you ask me. Ooh, excuse me. That looks like an SFP. You have also a bearish divergence here. Money flow is red. Yeah, because this is the golden pocket from here to there, right? Let's make sure. Kind of. It's actually a little lower. It must have been from the low. Yeah, that's from all the way there. There you go. Somewhere in that area, right in there. One of these two or whatever. That was the golden pocket retracement of that. So that basically is done, if you got the bullish divergence in there, and you would re-seek the top. That would be, I guess, a third hit. Let me move this. That would send us back up to this area, but this golden pocket was already tapped once. On the 2 hour, that looks bearish for sure. But how y'all doing out there today? Y'all give me a thumbs up and a share, subscribe, say hi, good morning, something like that. If y'all would like me to look at anything in particular, tell you anything about Strike, how to get involved, how to get to use it, or other things like that, let me know. I did gain another user. They have not deposited funds or traded yet, but I did get another user to sign up. So thank you for that. If you need any help or any questions on how to deposit funds or how to use it or other things like that, let me know. Soul has all of this area. If we can get back above this area, then we looking good for Soul to reclaim further. Reclaim the further area up here. So no trade right this second on Soul. We did just hit the VWAP though, I think, right? Yeah, we tapped the VWAP. This is bullish. That's not. That candle isn't, but this is a 15-minute. I don't see any bullishness there. Thing is I think that the market is going to open positively. I think there is going to be some run with the market first thing this morning. Excuse me. Somebody is moving Bitcoin though. 795 from Coinbase institutional unknown wallet. 795 Coinbase institutional unknown wallet. 1200 BTC from Binance. Coinbase institutional 775. That's a few that they started moving around this morning, coming out into holding wallets. So that's pretty interesting. No crazy news that I saw. I think basically the biggest thing is if they can just stop shooting at each other, then they'd be doing all right. We did have a few centralized exchanges say they were going out of business and everything. So we're definitely getting to the bottom of the bear market. In my opinion, we got exchanges going out of business, businesses going out of business, and other things like that, projects stopping, and whatnot. So we're definitely getting to the bottom of the bear market. If you would say that the liquidity crisis was the tip of the start of the bear market, when nobody really thought that was the start, and because nobody ever actually knows when it is, you just hey, you can go back and look. That was the bear market start. That was when everybody should have said peace and come back in a year. This would have been the best thing for everybody to do. But it did like retrace a lot, and then now it's gone even lower than all of that. So, you know, hey, whatever. Trying to find a trade here, guys. We'll see what we can find for us. Let's look at hype. So hype's been running too. Oh, this is three minute. Let's see. Hype was running. We're all above all of the other targets. Look at that good run. That was, damn. What a miss. If you were able to grab the bottom and where you're up at now, you got 7%, bro. That's a hell of a ride. If you were able to accomplish that. This is where I was looking at the short, never pulled the damn trigger. That was a hell of a short here. But all right. So happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. 6:30. Got about 30 minutes left. Just trying to take a good overview of the market and everything. This is bullish, but with a crap ton of liquidity underneath you. But definitely bullish looking. You know, this is good up only strategy. You know, find a place to get in. If you can find a place to get in, you are currently over back here. That's good. Trying to delete some of this stuff on the chart so I can see what is actual lines and other things. You know, you got to come back and do some cleaning up of your chart. You know, that was definitely the target. Look at the target down here. It did hit the target eventually. It would have liquidated everybody that got into it here, though, unless you put your stop up here. So you know, you can't always call them perfectly like that, because you know, trading that way, you would have lost funds. You would have been liquidated probably, unless you were like 5x or something like that. Oh shit, good Monday morning. Definitely tired. And there's a retap of the VWAP on 15-minute. Good short. Feel like it would come back up to that area. You know, you're clipping pretty hard here. No bullish divergence. What does this one say? Just roll over here. All right. Let's look Zcash. All right. So clean up chart. All right, we're under VWAP. We did come all the way back through our 382 like we were looking for. That's the 382 is the larger retracement, right? That's what we were looking for. This is, I guess, from where the hell did I pull it? I think that was maybe from there to there. Maybe I'm trying to go too big here. Wake up. Yeah, I think, let's see. Is it from here? Yeah, that's the 382. So this move, this 382 for the bullish run, we did not stop right at it. We did come through it. But with that, we have now come back above it. We have not come down to the golden pocket yet. It is a possibility. That does V-shape recovery looking basically, but it did not make a higher high, did not escape this area. So we do have to worry about this being a rollover and essentially continuing this down that we've got. So that was the last high. And then essentially we've just gone down. Basically, you know, you could tell that, right? See? Oh, this isn't a candle. Why am I trying to use that as a wick? That's where you got to clean up your chart. Oh, can't delete the chart. There we go. All right. Alex O is going to start in 30 minutes. If you don't watch him, you definitely have to get over and watch him for sure. And then watch Army Piper after that. Army Piper gives you a lot of data. A lot of data. Trying to, you know, I don't really have an idea there, but it's definitely just showing you like, hey, the trend is down right now on the 2-hour chart, you know. That's what I was trying to get at. This was the trend was up. This is the trend is down. The trend is your friend until the end, right? Till the trend ends. I would kind of honestly say that the trend that was this ended. That was the retest. That's what that looks like. That looks like a breakout out of that trend, if you ask me. I don't own any Zcash. Maybe there's news on Zcash. Let's see if we can find some news or anything. I think I was finding something. Okay, so here is bullish news from Coin Bureau or all the rest of these people. Zcash will activate Ironwood update to unlock quantum recoverable privacy features. Tomorrow we'll launch the Ironwood NU 6.3 network update at this block number. According to BSCN. Let's see, anything else here? Exchange level support for Zeke hard fork. Okay, so Binance is saying, I guess they will support it. Made with Gronk. So positiveness for the Z, unless that goes bad, I guess, right? I don't know how hard forks work on other chains. I honestly have no clue, but when Cardano does them they work fairly well traditionally. So the 2-hour chart, this I do like this, but at the same time we kind of look like we failed to push higher. This token does run when it wants to run. When it trades, you know, it had been just going down, but when it trades and it runs pretty hard. There's 30 minutes, so we are okay. So if we want to look at from here to here, we did hit the golden pocket. We came up. We're at the VWAP. We're having issues at the VWAP. We had a bullish divergence. Let's be turning around a little bit. Let's see. No, lower. I don't know. I guess this could be like a triangle-ish here, you know, kind of a flat top. Good. Just nothing is jumping out as a, hey, look at me trade. I feel like the market should go up. I feel like it should be self-evident that the market would go up, but also at the same time, when you feel that way, you got to question why it's just going to do that. Yes, the market is bullish for them deciding not to shoot each other. Oh, shit. Let's look and see. What does the market watch today? What other news data do we have? What else comes out today? Durable goods. That's the only thing that comes out today. Then Tuesday, wholesale retail inventories. Oh, we have an interest rate decision on Wednesday. That's definitely what's going to hold us up there. Then we got PCE, core, personal income. Okay. Then we roll into the next week of PMI. Yeah. Wednesday will be a tell, because they think that there's 2 more hikes coming now to our interest rates, which would not be very good in my opinion. I would like our interest rates to come down so I can borrow more money to do things, you know, maybe fix the house a little bit, something, who knows, but not doing anything with 7% interest rates. Probably wouldn't even do anything with 5, so probably never doing nothing right now, but you know, hey, that's the thought pattern that other people need as well, because when the interest rate goes down and they feel like they can do those things, then more money will come into the market, pricing, you know, things higher, you know, other things like that. But that's also increasing the inflation that they're trying to stop being an issue. Being under this VWAP is bearish. Money flow is red, right? Yeah, money flow is red. Volume is falling. Fully colored though. Let's see. What about Market Oracle Pro? In the middle, chop it in the middle, pump. Prime score is 9, consolidation is a 9, market pumps, prophecy. Check out Broke Plus. If it breaks a VWAP, that's bullish. Especially if it turns this one, you know, green, gets above that. And there was a bullish divergence there, guys, though. There's the bullish divergence. Money flow is red, though. There it goes. Is that it? We gotta break the VWAP. There you go. What a trade that would have been. Now we can come back and see if this is the triangle. Retest the triangle, retest the VWAP. That could just be a SFP, and it could be going lower, but because you did come and take this liquidity that was here. Did Bitcoin run when that happened? No. ADA? No. XRP? No. Solana? No. Doge? But Zcash ran. Make it make sense. Hype? Hype is retesting the VWAP for lower. That was bullish. Close it above that. Because you know the market knows that I drew the triangle there, right? So that's why they're just trying to stay above it. That's not really how that works, but so that's now bearish. Good job. Structure wise bullish. Oh, yeah, that could be an SFP, but I don't know. It's not. That would have been fun to get involved with that, though. That would have been a quick trade there. I don't know. How much would that have been? Let's see. If we would have got in. Would have got in here. Almost 1%. If you got in at Golden Pocket, it would have been even better. Right? This was on the news that they were chilling. That's what that was. Pop right off the 382. There's just nothing up here to go to. All of the order blocks and everything, I guess. Really? Let's see, what does Chart Prime's order block say? Okay. Gives us some up here and up here. It came back for half of that. Yeah. Definitely liking Zcash today. Especially with the bullish news. Tap of that. I would like for it to come back. There's your money flow POC that it's running into here. You wanna make sure it stays above this area. Oh, you want to move that back. That's right. Did tap this order block here that it's showing. MVP oscillator did flip during that, so you did have it flip, so that's good. Yeah, I think let's get into a long on Zcash, guys. I'm liking it. Liking it. Our entry was 503 and 6 cents. I was liking it to try to come above that. It definitely looks like that was It's trying to be bullish, has some bullish news. Market wants to be bullish. Should have got in here, but it definitely feels like that was a flow through the VWAP. We've kind of confirmed a little higher. Feel like it wants to come up into this area, and it's bullish kind of on the news front and other things. We have all of this liquidity above us to come back to, because we're down so far as it is. You know, we could come all the way back up 570. A good target though would be all the way up here. That would be, yeah, of course it would be a good target. But yeah, this hasn't been retapped yet up here between, you know, 597 and 637. All kinds of stuff all on the chart here. Hold on, guys. There we go. There's a bunch of squiggly lines on this chart. That's for damn sure. Let's delete some of them there. Okay. So, if you can look, we had this big drop, right? Big drop. And we've now recovered, came back, took liquidity, up only trading. We then retested down. Okay, and let's see. This, yeah, that's the one that we were looking for there. That's a 382. It didn't come quite to the 5 yet. Well, I'm in the long. It's down right now. I think it wants to go. I honestly, I don't know why the price would go down when bullish sentiment items are going to occur. So we are in the long. And I kind of think that this one is, I kind of think this one's going to come back up. This was an area, it's already been really tapped, so we can delete that one. This one's already been tapped. This isn't really a relevant line anymore. Neither is this. Let's delete some of this stuff over here. I know this is like just so awesome for YouTube and everything, but you definitely need to show people what you do. That's what I'm here doing. Clean up your damn chart so you can see your shit. You know, some people need to be told that. I'm one of those people. I'm those people. That's me. All right, let's go. Let's go. Got 3 green shoulders on the 5-minute chart. That's positive. Let's see. Let's bring our oscillators back up here. Well, we're in the trade. We're in the trade. All right, so let's talk about Strike, guys. The Strike Finance is the application that I use to trade on. You should come use it too. It is a decentralized perpetual exchange. It is, it started as a Cardano project. The token that earns the fees from the opening positions does ride on Cardano. But you don't have to use Cardano, like Cardano, or anything to be able to use Strike Finance. You can connect it with your Solana wallet. You connect it with your EVM wallet. You could connect it with your Cardano wallet. Then the whole place and the whole way everybody gets to be able to trade is by people providing funds to the market maker bot that we have that operates on Strike's execution layer. So you would go over to the vaults once you use the link in the description to join. Then you come over here, you have the different vaults that are here. The Strike liquidity provider, the SLP, is what the most amount of the trades use. It is down to a respectable 7.3% now, down from like 150 when the market was going crazy. So we are down to a respectable amount that, you know, hey, it's not crazy. It should be between, you know, 10 and 15% or so on what it typically is earning. We are still at $15.73. So we are still up there. We supplied, I think, $140 or something like that, kind of deal. And it shows all the trades that it's in, the open orders as they're running. Like if you wanted to, you can sit here and look at all of the open orders running. It is not static money. It is not just, I'm going to set money here, I'm going to earn 7% APR. You are the other side of the trade. So when people like me trading on the exchange lose to the exchange, either by their stops or liquidations or other things, the SLP makes funds. When we win as a trader, then we're taking money out of the SLP. The theory is that the house always wins. Just what it is. That's just the theory there. And you can get into it that way. If you want to, you can buy the token off of any decentralized exchange on Cardano with ADA. It doesn't have a paired with a dollar token yet, whether it be USDM or something else, or USDCX or other things there. So you hold those tokens in your wallet or in across the exchanges in liquidity as collateral, because it is a liquid staking for the Strike token to earn the fees. They've distributed 1.2 million there, and our trade has not gone very well here, by the way, guys. I bought the top. So back into the triangle. I don't know. That was three then a failure, you know. I guess we could have called that an SFP, but I didn't think that was an SFP. No. Oh, there's a retap again. Is that a retap to get rid of some of the liquidity? To get some of it? Maybe. Get people like me to say exactly the same thing I just did and go, oh shit, get out of my trade. I was wrong. All right, we got about 5 more minutes left. I'm gonna leave the trade in. I honestly think that this was the entry here. We were just, you know, chilling, talking about everything else. Actually, I don't even think I was on when that trade went in, or would have been good to get in there. But honestly, I think we're on the way up. I feel that the market is going to react positively, bringing Bitcoin, Solana, and other tokens up with it. This token here, when it runs, it runs. Also, when it drops, it drops. So has bullish things, like we just said. They have an upgrade coming, I do believe, tomorrow. So as long as that upgrade goes well and everything, I guess, I wouldn't see why there wouldn't be positive sentiment behind, you know, the token or whatnot there. So all right, well, I do have to say thank y'all for coming by for beginning of another week and everything here. I would appreciate it if y'all would go over to the links in the description, sign up for Strike Finance. You can also use the link to go to a cellular and sign up for a World Mobile service. We actually have service coming in the Philippines. There's going to be new air nodes for people to be able to purchase there. with a good like 30% return on investment for the year. So I think it's like maybe 33, 34 months. And they pay for themselves. So I do believe they're the same like 11-year life cycle antennas. You are owning the hardware that is producing the signal in the Philippines for people to use, and you are earning fees from people using that signal. Obviously they've already been there for a couple of months, gaining customers, putting antennas down, other things like that. It does say something about maybe 60 days from the start for when you'll actually start earning, because you're going to buy it, then it's got to get set up and other things there. But you don't have to do any of that. There's the team that's on the ground that's doing that in the Philippines, just like they are doing in Pakistan, that you can do there. And that's another way to get involved with World Mobile. But I personally would enjoy every single person that sees this stream that lives in the United States to use the more secure, more you don't have to tell them anything about yourself as well, and it's a less expensive product. It works better, especially for me. I use it myself. I have Verizon for my in real life job that I have that actually is like the governmental plan and everything, since I'm a medic and whatnot there. And then I have my World Mobile plan phone that I've had since September of last year, and it works better more often. I have less failures, or I don't know if I have any failures. It is not perfect. It does not work absolutely everywhere. There are still places that we need to put up our air nodes and other things. That's why you know, I'm here in this area, gonna be a good host for those hexes and everything once we get back around to open it up some more hex auctions and other things. If you know, you know. If you don't know and you want to get to know those things, you can come over, ask me, jump in the hydro drip, other things like that. But we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes and y'all can go see Alex O. I appreciate y'all coming by today. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and I'll send you out. Peace.